Hello everyone, it's Terry here. I'm so glad that you are here. Today I am sharing another card that I created using the Not Too Shabby Box of the Month kit. This stamp set that I'm using is called Valentine's Day Gnomes. So let's get started. To begin my card, I am using white cardstock. This cardstock here is alcohol friendly because I do intend on coloring with my Copic markers. I then use a black ink, a black alcohol-friendly ink, and this is Memento Tuxedo Black, and stamp the images of the gnomes on the cardstock. I did this a few times to get a good impression. So off screen, I went ahead and stamped the same image onto masking paper and fussy cut that image out, and now I'm applying it on top of the cardstock. And once that was done, I went in with my heart stencil and taped that down onto my work surface. Now going in with my blending brush, I used Distress Oxide inks in Kitsch Flamingo and blended all of the hearts on the stencil. I also went in with Tattered Rose and blended that with Kitsch Flamingo. Okay, so I wanted to add a little more textures onto the heart stencil. So here I'm adding gold paint splatters onto the stencil. I also use my shimmer spray and spray that a few times. Now after the card panel has dried, I went ahead and removed the masking paper and notice that I have a little ink splotch here on my card, and what I like to do in that case is use a sand eraser and erase the ink off of the cardstock. It works like magic. Okay, so now that the background is dry, I went in with my Copic markers and colored the cute images in. Okay, so I'm going to play some music so you can enjoy the coloring process. If you're not into the coloring part, go ahead and forward it to the time mentioned above. That was a lot of coloring. And of course, here I'm adding white highlights with my white gel pens all over the card front. Now I wanted to trim down the card panel. I'm using my favorite rectangle dies here to create a mat. This one is from Gina K Designs and I believe it's the Master Layouts 1 die. I will verify that and put the information down below if you're interested. The nice thing about this rectangle set is that it has two rectangle dies. So one of the rectangle is slightly larger than the first. And what this does is it creates a nice matting finish onto your card. Okay, so off screen I went ahead and stamped one of the sentiments onto the card panel. I stamped it with Versamark ink and applied white embossing powder over that. Now I'm going in with my heat gun and heat setting the embossing powder. Now it's time to assemble the card together. I'm gluing the card panel onto a pink cardstock that I cut down with my rectangle die. You see how it's slightly larger than the card panel? I am using liquid adhesive and gluing down a cream color cardstock over a card base that measures 4¼ by 5½ inches. And then I went ahead and glued down my card panel to the card base. To add a little more texture, I added some glossy accents over the hearts to give it a little glossy finish. And there you have it, the card is now complete. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Oh, I standing up here. What did you say, Coral? Coral, what did you say? Nothing. watch you. Why are you doing that?